After upgrading the aircraft battery of the JJRC H25 quad, I want also to upgrade the battery on the transmitter, as this is powered by a small lithium cell which has 550 milliamps hour. The battery itself is okay, but when it's very cold outside, because of the voltage drop and capacity drop, the LCD screen will turn off to protect the transmitter to have enough power so you can still control the quad, but you'll lose FPV. So I want to upgrade its battery to have a bigger capacity and a bigger runtime. You can also see, if I will power this on, the battery was recently charged and didn't have runtime on this, but you can see here it was full and now it's almost half because the voltage drops. And I hope that with a larger battery I will limit this problem. But to see if I can do an upgrade, I'm limited by probably this space, and I have some ideas of how to upgrade and with what to upgrade it. But I need to take this transmitter apart to see if it has enough internal space, as I'm planning to add two lithium cells which are rated at around 900 milliamps each, and also I want to use my own lithium charger module like this. And if I have enough space inside, I may add all of this internally and use this space to store my USB cable for charging. Now, first I'm going to take off the battery. The original battery is just held in place with some double-sided foam tape, and it seems that it's easy to open. It only has a few screws. So these are the internals of the transmitter. You can see here that it has two antennas. One is for the transmitter and the other is for the FPV receiver. This is the FPV receiver antenna, and it was glued on something, but it's no longer glued. And this is the transmitter antenna, which is floating around here. Maybe it's a good idea to relocate it somehow or somewhere. We'll see about that. As I do not want to win any kind of beauty contest, I'm gonna use a simple solution. I'm gonna install the two batteries like this to have a proper weight distribution, and also the charging board will go somewhere around here. I'm gonna use a glue gun, hot glue, and maybe some double tape adhesives or pads, and I'm also going to use a USB cable that will be connected like this, and it will find its place in the battery bay. So when you need to charge, you just plug this in. To complete the wiring, I'm going to use the battery contacts, and I'm going to solder the wires directly on them, as they are marked with plus and minus. Also, the batteries have a protection circuit inside, so I do not worry about over discharging them. They are self-protected and also short circuit protected, like the original battery was. Here it has a protection circuit which is put before the cell, so if something goes wrong with it, this circuit should protect it. Both batteries are now connected. Let's see if I connect this, if it charges, and yes, it works. This is the charge indication, so all are connected properly. Now I need to modify the plug and connect this back to the transmitter board. Now I'm going to replace the original connector with my connector. To do that, I'm just going to unsolder the wires carefully. So the negative was here. Now I'm going to solder the negative. I'm not going to take the transmitter board out. I'm just going to solder over the surface here. It won't look very nice, but it will do the job properly. This will connect to my board here. Let's see. I'm gonna disconnect this from charging, and this should be connected like this. And if I turn on the takes, I should get power, and I get power. All the connections are secured and the batteries are glued, so now I can put the cap back. The antenna is now fixed, also the takes antenna is now fixed. I don't like the position here, but I'll do probably an external antenna mode sometime when I'll have the needed components, like a longer cable and screw something here to take the antenna out. We'll see about that. And let's see, after all this modding, if the case will go in. It goes in perfectly, and I can put the screws back. What's nice about these chargers that I'm using is that it can be charging the battery while it's also running, so you can actually run this also from a power bank now and have a lot more runtime. You can see the battery is full and it will stay full. It will not drop and shut down the LCD anymore. Let's see how it works, if it works, if it still works. I'm gonna power it on. And we have image. Okay, and the motors. Takes the tools away. So it's all functioning. A flight test, it's incoming for it. Bye bye.